Hey, you guys, Miss Garey here. First off, Miss Herring, Miss Cow, and I just want to say that we miss you guys so much. We hope that you guys are doing well, and we can't wait until we're all back together again. Today, we are going to jump right in to lesson 22. This is the math packet for this week of April 13th, and we're going to be working on understanding how to read and create line plots. So, to start off, you are going to need a pencil, an eraser, and if you have one, a ruler for this lesson. If you don't have a ruler, no worries, that's okay. But go ahead and ask someone at your house to see if maybe you have an extra one sitting around. Pause the video while you get your things together and unpause when you're ready to start learning. Great. Take a look with me at this box that says think it through. The question is, what is a line plot? Now, a line plot is a way to organize a set of measurements, okay? And a set of measurements could be something like the lengths of young sea lions at an aquarium. So here you have pictures of sea lions, and underneath each sea lion, it tells you how long they are. For example, this sea lion is 49 inches. This one in the middle here is 52 inches. Now, you could use line plots for all kinds of things. You could use a line plot to organize measurements of the heights of your friends. Or you could use a line plot to figure out the number of brothers and sisters that your classmates have. So you could see, do most people have 3 brothers and sisters? Do most people have 2 brothers and sisters? You could also use a line plot to organize the number of books that people have read this year. So you could go around and ask 10 people how many books they've read this year, and then you could organize all of that into a line plot. And it's a really easy way to see how many people have read how many books. Okay, let's keep going so you can see an example of this line plot. Down here, it says think, and we are going to be thinking about using a number line to make a line plot. I know all of you have seen number lines in your classroom this year. A number line is like a ruler or a tape measure. The numbers have equal spaces between them. The numbers are in order and no numbers are skipped. Okay, so down here where you see the pencil, you need to get your pencil ready. It says circle the lengths of the shortest and longest sea lions on the ruler and the number line. So you're looking up here for the shortest sea lion, and then you're going to circle it, and then look for the longest sea lion and circle that. Pause the video while you circle and unpause when you're done. Good job. You should have circled 48 inches for the shortest sea lion and 52 inches for the longest sea lion. If that's what you circled, give yourself a snap, crackle, pop. Let's keep moving. Down here, this box says think. A line plot can help you show measurements. This is what I was talking about when I gave you guys some examples of how you could use a line plot to organize data. This line plot down here shows the lengths of sea lions. Now, the number line starts at 48 because the shortest length is 48 inches. Here's where you need to get your pencil ready to answer this question. Why does the number line end at 52? Pause the video while you write your answer. Good. You should have written something like, the number line ends at 52 because the longest sea lion was 52 inches. Make sure to use complete sentences with capitals and periods. I want to draw your attention to something really special and important. Look at this furry little friend over here on the screen. He says that there are 7 lengths, so there should be 7 x's on the line plot. Now, let me explain that a little differently. Each object in the set, in this case, our objects are sea lions, so each sea lion in the set gets their own x on the line plot. Now, in this case, there are 7 sea lions, so your graph should show 7 x's. If you asked 10 people how many brothers and sisters they had, and you were putting their answers on a line plot, how many x's would you have? 10. That's right. If you asked 8 people how many library books they had read this year, how many x's would be on your line plot? Good. 8 x's. Let's keep going. The title tells you what the graph is about. So in this case, the title is Sea Lions Measurements. There's an X for each sea lion length. That's what we just talked about. The label at the bottom tells what the numbers mean. So the label here says length in inches. That means it's not 48 pounds, it's not 48 books, it's 48 inches in this line plot. The numbers along the bottom show all the lengths. Okay, so remember in a line plot, because it's like a number line, even though there aren't any sea lions that are 51 inches long, you're still going to write 51 because you're not going to skip any numbers. You start with the smallest measurement, you end with the largest measurement, and you want to count by ones in between. This line plot shows that 2 sea lions are 49 inches long. If you come up here to the 49, you can see there are 1, 2 x's. We know that each x stands for 1 sea lion. Based on that, how many sea lions were 52 inches long? Good. If you said 3, give yourself a high five. Now let's take some time to reflect. Get your pencil ready and listen to the question. How is the number line on a line plot like a ruler? How is it different? If you already forgot, you can go back to the first page and read again how those two things are similar and how they are different. Pause the video while you write your answer. Unpause when you're ready to keep learning. Great job writing. Let's keep moving. Okay, here's the part of the packet where you're going to need a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, remember, don't worry. I've got your back. But if you do have your ruler, get it ready now. The problem says, Julia spilled a box of spaghetti. I love spaghetti. She picked up the broken pieces shown below. She measured each piece using centimeters. Ooh, remember, on your ruler, make sure you're measuring with centimeters and not with inches. Do you remember which is smaller, 1 centimeter or 1 inch? If you said a centimeter was smaller, you're exactly right. Let's come down here. For these questions, you are going to need to know the length of each piece of spaghetti. Get your ruler ready and pause the video now if you can measure on your own. If you can't measure, keep listening and I will tell you how many centimeters each piece of spaghetti is. I want you to write it down in this space next to the spaghetti. Here we go. Measure or listen. Piece A is 6 centimeters. Piece B is 4 centimeters. Piece C is 8 centimeters. D is 5 centimeters. E is 7 centimeters. F is 8 centimeters. G is 10 centimeters. And H is 6 centimeters. Great job. If you need to go back and hear me again, that's fine. If you need to pause to fix your work, that's fine. When you're done and you have all the lengths written down, I want you to pause this video and I want you to do number 2, 3, 4, all the way down to number 13. I want you to do all of those problems by yourself. And when you get to number 14, stop, press play, and we'll keep learning together. Get started, go. Great job, you guys. That was a lot of work, and I'm sure you tried your very best. Let's look at number 14 together. It says, Rachel wants to make a line plot to show the lengths of 6 rooms. Write the numbers Rachel needs to put in the line plot. So what they want you to do is fill in these boxes. Now, over here, it tells us how long in meters each group or each room is. We remember that on a number line, the smallest number goes to the left, and the largest number goes to the right. Then all we have to do is fill in the spaces between. So look at these rooms. What's the smallest length that you see? Take a second to look, check. What's the smallest length? If you said 6 meters, you're exactly right. Put 6 on the far left. Now, we could count by ones up from 6, but just to check our work, let's go ahead and find the room with the longest length in meters. Look over here again. What's the longest length that you see? If you said 11, you're exactly right. So put 11 in this box to the far right. Now let's check and make sure we got it. You should write 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We filled in all the boxes and we didn't leave any blank. We didn't skip any numbers. You got it right. Now, I want you to do number 15 and number 16 on your own. Then unpause the video when you get to number 17. Go ahead and pause and do 15 and 16. Great job. Now, on number 17, it says to use the page of shells your teacher gives you. But I'm not there, and I can't give you a page of shells. And since I know that some of you might not have rulers at home, I want to go ahead and tell you how long each shell is. Then you're going to use everything you've learned to make this line plot right here. Okay, so first let's go through the length in inches of each shell. Shell A is 6 inches. B, 4 inches. C, 3 inches. D, 4 inches. E, 5 inches. F, 6 inches. and G, 6 inches. Now, before you make your line plot, I want you to think of a really good title. Write your title now. Then, I want you to think about the smallest length in inches, the largest length in inches, and the numbers that come between. Go ahead and write those now. Good. I see one more blank to fill in before we can graph our data onto the line plot. It says length, and then there's a blank here. Are we measuring length in centimeters? No. Meters? No. Yards? No. What are we measuring the length in? If you said inches, you got it. Write it down now. As soon as you're done writing, I want you to take each shell's length and mark it with an X on the line plot where it belongs. When you finish that, answer the rest of the questions on your own. And look, before you know it, you're all done. Pause the video while you work and unpause when you're finished. Great job today, you guys. You have worked so hard to grow your brain, and you've learned all about line plots. Remember that your teachers miss you. We want you to keep working hard, and we can't wait to see you soon. You are doing great things. Keep trying your best and never give up. We'll see you next time.